Okay. 3 tries for a quarter. For those who were watching the live stream before, in the other 2 instances that messed up, there's a different guy over here last time. It was Ash from DroningOn. There's a link in the description if this is successful. So we were having some problems with the stream, which is ironic because you guys were the ones criticizing this video as you were trying to criticize other videos. But Jeff Sills, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here. I have less hair and no accent, but there you go. Yeah,
and my face is red, so you can probably guess that I've been yelling at the ether. It's been a combination of Wirecast and Skype, YouTube, and Spectrum, my internet provider. And if you're watching this on the replay, we will get to constructive criticism here in a moment if this holds together. But I had some storms blow through last night. Power on, power off, power on, power off, which is not good for any equipment, even though I do have protection in line. I had to run the generator at some point just to get some editing done. But welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking around. We got a whopping 10 people watching. Love you guys.
Don't get back in here.
The Mo JEC with a 2-pound super chat. Thanks, man. 3rd time's the charm. Thanks for the show. You're welcome. I really do appreciate everybody hanging out, trying to see what's going to happen here. Hopefully this will be an actual real stream that I'll keep on the channel. I deleted those other ones. So anyway, here's Jeff to explain kind of what happened and why Ash isn't here right now.
Well, I mean, so if you go out and do a down detector search for Spectrum, you can see that Spectrum is having a lot of outages across the United States. But the focus was that there was outages in near Nashville, and there's also outages along the East Coast. And the East Coast is where that trunk line comes across the Atlantic that brings the internet from Europe to the United States. Anything impacting his network along that path could possibly impact the signal or the quality of the video and stuff that he's getting. So with all of that activity and all of that stuff going on in the path of what he's doing, that's probably one part of what's causing or what caused the issue. I think Skype was also definitely having some issues as well.
Okay. Phantom Panic says the audio sync is way off on my end. Are we still having problems? Of the 4 or 5 people that are watching, I'm probably going to delete this one too. This just probably isn't a good day to do this.
Middle of the afternoon on a Monday with the whole world at home, yeah, probably a little bit challenging.
Yeah.
And with all these outages and your area is recovering from that storm, you don't know what kind of damage has been done in your area. That would probably explain why Nashville is having that outage issue.
Jay Valentino, he's just subscribed to Phantom Flight 101, whose video we were trying to critique, but I do want to make sure that this is going to be good for now. We'll get to, if it's going to be good, I'll try to critique all of the videos. But you were talking about, once again, and the reason why Ash isn't here, he's standing by in Sweden. So was him being on affecting the stream? Oh, now your audio is gone. Your audio is gone. I can hear you a little bit. Good God. Okay, I'll be over here. I'm gonna just look for something to wrap around my neck. Why would your audio just randomly go out? Yeah, everybody's saying Jeff is gone. Thank you, 47 people who are watching. So is the video good? Is the video good? Finally got the chat working. Jeff, can you turn your audio on and back on, off again? Maybe do that. just don't know. Contagious. Hey, Jacob. Yes. Oh, Jacob. Yes, I think I need to reinstate your moderator status. There you go, buddy. Boom. Yeah, your audio's no good. But isn't this really why people watch live streams? For stuff that goes wrong? All right, let me call Jeff back. I'm totally deleting this. So if you're watching this, this is going to be the only instance of this. This is screwed. Yeah. So I'm gonna hang up on Jeff. Hi. My face is red. You know what? Wednesday I'm getting a haircut. I think I'm gonna feel like a new man. After Wednesday, I'm gonna feel like a new man. Get that haircut. Call him back. It could be Skype. You there?
Audio testing.
Okay, so now you're back. Is it Skype?
It's got to be a combination of everything. It's got to be Skype. It's got to be these outages. It has got to be a combination of everything.
Yes, Ken. We love train wrecks. Agent K says. El Smeghead says we are the chosen few true fans. You are. You really are. I think there's a handful of you out there that would just watch any old thing.
Well, what is it they used to say? Everybody goes to NASCAR because they want to see the car wrecks, not to sit there and watch cars take left turns all day long.
And the shirtless women in the audience.
Oh yes.
So welcome to Ken Chews Gum. That's it. That's what we're doing today. And there's like 47 people who are like, oh, cool. All right. Ken's chewing gum. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
And I love you for it. I love you for it. I love the drone community. I really do. You guys are awesome. I was like super mad about 5 minutes ago. But the gum chewing watching people, you really you keep it held together for me. I don't know what I'd do without you. All right. So maybe if I show up, you want to try to review a video? Because this guy, I've been trying to review his video for an hour now.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try.
Let's get through one video.
Right. Okay. So, and now this is where the wheels come off the bus when I start streaming.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, so we're okay.
If it happens again, Phantom Flight 101, I'm sorry. So, welcome to Kenstructive Criticism. If you want to send in a video for Kenstructive Criticism, or if you just want to tell me how much this stream sucks, you can do it. Kenstructivecriticism@gmail.com. This is from Phantom Flight 101 and Erie Basin Park in Brooklyn. All right.
Good afternoon. You're watching another episode of Phantom Flight 101, and I'm here at Erie Basin Park. You know, right behind IKEA.
Yeah, over like that.
I've been here before, and I'm back
I love
again.
the energy.
The home of the cranes. About to put the bird up, get some shots. I hope you enjoy the flight.
He does have great energy, and that's what you need.
Yeah.
You need someone right in the very beginning to just, hey, to bring you into the video, like, check this out, man. I love it. You're going to love it too. Come on, let's go. That kind of thing.
Yeah, that was a great intro.
Got a sign that says where he is, which is good. Got a nice shot of the IKEA.
I like the mixture between drone shots and then ground shots too.
That's very important. Alan Applewhite with a $2 super chat. He says, more gum. I am chewing gum right now, and that's rude. You should, as a broadcaster, you should never chew gum. But gone.
Now, one question. I don't know if it's just the way that I'm viewing this, but does this seem to be very fast for you?
Yes, I think he's trying to have a sort of a style. I think that's maybe his style. He's want to keep things moving, and that's good. Okay. Not necessarily that much. It may be too much for some people, but hey, you're the artist, and it's up to us how to interpret your art, which is what this is. It's his art.
Well, the scene transition, whenever you're doing scene transitions, you want to, know that your audience is only going to pay attention to it for a few seconds, and then you need to transition to something else. And he had some really good transitions, lots of back and forth. The subject matter, it seems like he caught the same shot but different angles a few times there. The only other thing I noticed was that there was like one segment where it was like this rapid fire where it was hard to keep pace with what he was showing you. That was the only thing that I saw in there that kind of caught me off guard. The speed kind of takes away from the natural feel of what you're seeing.
Yeah, you need to have a narrative, which is why, and I mentioned this in the stream that we just did that I deleted, it with his personality, it would be great to have him do a narration through it.
Yes.
Kind of like, this is where I live. I go here to fish sometimes. Just that kind of thing. And it doesn't need to be 3 minutes long, but I'm going to play the end here where he kind of bookends it with his personality again.
Okay.
That was my time here at Erie Basin Park, and I hope you enjoyed the flight. Please, feel free to check out the descriptions below. Also, feel free to leave your comments.
I will.
And I'll see you next time.
All right.
On Phantom Flight 101.
Woo! Yeah! Okay.
Okay, so his personality is perfect for this.
Yes.
Okay, so he is definitely a catch for the video, and you definitely want to watch it after you see the energy that he puts into it. I think if it were me, the only criticism that I would have is that all of the shots were taken from one side. In other words, there wasn't a reverse shot where he went to the other side of the crane.
Oh, you mean to show the water? Yeah, I mean, it'd be great to. I mean, if your story is about cranes,
yeah,
get some close up of, cranes go back out, show cranes from every angle. But yeah, I mean, that's great.
Yeah, and the only other thing that I would throw in potentially, and this is a Ken criticism because this is something you see a lot in Ken videos. You need a nice smooth orbit.
Sure.
Yeah. Especially of a crane, with all the stuff that you're going to see in a detail on a crane.
But
one nice smooth orbit.
But if you're not that great of a pilot, and that's not what I'm saying about him, but he did a great job of editing around his corrections. If you see a video where you're like, and it's smooth, and all of a sudden it's like, what's that over there? You want to edit around that stuff. So if you can't do an orbit, then don't have a crappy orbit in your video. But Phantom Flight 101, there you go, buddy. So we got through one video, and everything's good. And I think, are we good in the chat? Let's see. Machine Gun Droner, hey man, that was like a fighter jet video. Zoom, 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 super fast. Yes. And I know a lot of people sent in their. It's a little disheveled. This is not set up the same. God, I'm so lost. Just give me a second here because I'm not even in the same where I can even see the videos. So now here's Jeff with a joke. As I try to get this set. I did not expect this to work. So so I'm gonna bring up the email where I can see where you guys have sent stuff in. Kenstructivecriticism@gmail.com. And now here's Jeff to talk a little bit. You talk when I don't want you to talk, and then you don't talk when I want you to talk. You there, buddy? Okay, and his audio's gone. That's why. Okay, and his audio is gone. Video's working, chat's working, audio's working, and in sync. Jeff, I don't think it's you. I think it's Skype. So if we're going to blow this up truly, why not blow it up with Ash? Let's bring him in as well. Why not? He said he's standing by. This is not a good show, so. Ash, you there? Ash?
Give him a second.
Oh, now your audio is back. I wonder why that is. It's something.
Again, it's just bizarre.
It's something with Skype.
Yeah. I think a combination of outages and Skype, and Skype's of course dependent on the internet and the quality of the signal. So if there's a hiccup in the signal, then certain aspects of it will be impacted.
Okay, so no ash. So should we continue this? How many people we got watching? Oh, we got 84 people watching. Should we continue? Because I mean, people are going to watch this back.
You can do at least one more video at a minimum. At least one more video.
All right. Well, let me. I have to set this up so that I can. Okay, now that isn't working. This sucks so much.
You know what they say about Mondays, right? You just wanted to remind you that Mondays.
Yeah, it is Monday. Anyway, thanks everybody for all your super chats. Your support of the channel is greatly appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and have an aneurysm. Let's see. Machine Gun Droner, he's asked a few times.
And Phantom Flight 101's actually out in the audience. So
what do you say?
Again, I want to say to him, great energy, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. So Machine Gun Droner's name's Matt. Please critique my video. Oh yeah, we did that one. The Hindu temple. We did that one, buddy. If you have another one, send it in. Here's another one from him. Oh, he's got another one. Okay. Looks like some tennis courts. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to bring it over into this window. I'm going to paste and go. This is all the stuff in the background that I do to set up to make it the smoothest show possible. I didn't have a chance to do after I rebooted. So here we go. This is from Machine Gun Droner. B-Max Area Visuals with a $10 super chat. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. That makes me feel a little bit better. Oh, you guys have no idea how much preparation I put into this stuff, and then when it all goes wrong, I'm just not prepared for it because it's been working okay. I really need therapy. I really need to get a therapist. You know, where you're sitting back and like, tell me about your first world problems, Ken. And I'm just like, okay. Well, here's what happened today. Oh, I just could not get my Wednesday car started. All right.
Tell me about your life.
Yeah, right? Okay, so this is from Machine Gun Droner. Title is Look Out! Here Comes LBHS Sports. So clearly this video is meant for people who know what LBHS is. I'm assuming that this would be a high school. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's watch it. Okay, that is copyrighted music. I can't play it. That's all for tuna or whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're going to copyrighted music.
Yeah, yeah. So if the idea is to just share some video of tennis courts with the high school people, then you're doing a great job. If your goal is to make this a video for a wider audience, you probably... Yeah, okay, so it's just going to be that song. Probably want to have a narrator or some words on the screen, but let's just critique his drone shots, because that's all we can really see here.
The tennis courts, he did a good job of being able to transition between the shots that he did of it. And I loved how when he went over the tennis courts, he went sort of at an angle so that you didn't get that sort of drop line feeling. You had that drift. Mm-hmm. The baseball field opening shot was really well done. He's good at being able to transition the drone and move the camera at the same time. He gets some very, very nice shots. They're long shots. But
the audience is probably the high school people. I'm going to assume a lot from this video. I assume that they just had this field done, or they want to show it off in some way, because it looks brand new. And you're right, he was very good.
Very smooth transitions.
He's very good at adjusting the camera and the drone at the same time, which is no easy task. going through the uprights. That's good. Let me just go ahead and fast forward
Okay.
here. So it's going to be all this. Let's see if the... Yeah, music's still going the same. Yeah. A lot of people use that. And then they'll get you. They'll get you. Oh, they'll get you. Here's an establishing shot that maybe you should have had at the beginning. That would have been great. But it's great to bookend that at the end. Okay. Oh, yeah, through a video. Machine Gun Droner, thank you so much for sending that in. If you want to send one in, we're going to do this every other week. Or every other week. Or I'm just going to not do it because if this keeps happening, I'm just going to... Anyway, for the foreseeable future, I'll try it again in a couple weeks. Constructivecriticism@gmail.com. Now, what I'd like to do, honestly, is just plow through a bunch of videos because I've been getting so many links. So, to best serve those people and not piss off anybody that I haven't included, I'm going to say goodbye to you, Jeff, and try to bring in Ash again. And if Ash doesn't come in, then I'm just going to do it by myself.
Glad I was able to assist.
By myself, don't wanna be all by. Mike Roche. Hey, all right, got your link there. Now, only moderators can post actual links in the chat, and that's why I had Ash on because he would post a link of the video that we're going to critique.
Machine Gun Droner mentioned in there that he actually got a release to use that music when he had the video.
For my channel? Wow.
No, not for your channel.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
All right. Well, I'll go dig up some drone news then, if that's the case.
Okay. Yeah. Thursday Night Live. Hopefully this will all be sorted by then. If you have any leads for the TNL news desk, you can send it to tnlnewsleads@gmail.com. Seriously, I need to start drinking. Look at my face, all red.
I don't know if it's good to start drinking this early in the afternoon, though.
Yeah, I'm totally
I'd
gonna
say give it 2 hours.
Is that when you start drinking? All right. Well, thank you, Jeff. I'll see you later, buddy.
Take care.
And bye to you. And he's gone. Now, Ash said that he was standing by, so we'll give him another try. Ash is in Sweden. Is he back? He's back! Hey! Now, you can't see him yet because, again, I had to do a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. There he is. Welcome back. Please, in the chat, let me know if you can see, if you can hear, if it's good, because if it's not, I'll flush it.
It wasn't my fault. Hey, any issues between Europe and USA have no bearing on your YouTube stream. It's just bad luck, isn't it? That's all.
Yeah. And we got to get to a bunch of these videos. I want to knock them out if we can.
Oh, yeah.
We good? Every stream is good?
Please don't part again, stream. Did you reboot anything? Did you kick it?
Everything. Modem, everything. I rebooted my pancreas just to be safe.
I dropped my beer as well. I got.
Oh, good. You rebooted the beer. Fantastic. All right. Droning On is a great channel. While I do a few things back here in the background, why don't you tell a little bit about your channel and why people should subscribe?
Well, I review drones. I sometimes get early products, although DJI didn't send me the Mavic Air 2 this time, which is a bit frustrating, but they didn't send it to many small channels either. So, yeah, but I do drone reviews, news, breaking news, interesting stories about drones and anything that flies. So have a look if you're bored.
What do you think about the Mavic Air 2?
I think it's brilliant. Yeah, one's on its way. So I don't know how long that'll take. The Mavic Mini only just arrived. Mavic Air 2 is good. Flight time incredible, 34 minutes.
Yeah, and the range, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, range worries me because it makes people more adventurous to fly out of line of sight. But ultimately, it gives the longer the range, the more powerful the reception is going to be effectively. So the closer you are, Yeah, more
That's
stable
right.
and
That's right.
reliable.
I don't look at range as like, hey, I can go 15 miles away. I look at range like I can go on the other side of the building and I'll be cool. That's how I look at that.
But there are people out there who say, hey, 10 kilometers, I'm going to fly to 20.
Right, yeah.
And use the drone.
Right. Doc Murdoch with a $10 super chat, man. Ken,
Are we
the force may not be with you today, but we all are. You always Kentastic, even when it's Kentastrophe. Thank you. Oh, I really do. I have a cluster migraine headache going on right now.
I bet you did. Ken, I tried to send you a super chat. For some reason it failed because it was in Swedish krona. But I admire your patience because I would have given up and just drunk more beer.
Okay. My thing is, do I delete this after it posts or leave it on the channel?
It's good.
Okay, all right. And the Mo JEC back with another 2-pounder. Thanks, man.
Talking of emoji, should we show one of his videos?
You didn't use the Force, Ken. It is May the 4th. It is May the 4th.
It is May the 4th.
That's right. I thought Doc Murdoch was. I thought that was a typo. It is May the 4th.
I actually haven't seen Star Wars yet.
I'm sorry. What?
And I think we talked about this before. So it's.
That's not something. Yeah. That's not something you want to readily admit.
No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find one of Moji's videos.
Well, let's we've shared some of his videos before. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's try to get through some of these back.
How about this one? Who wants to see a crash?
Yeah. Oh, Geeks Vana. Hey, man, with a 3-pounder. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. We're just gonna get through them. Let's see. Send me a link. It's up to you.
All right. I
He
have
decides.
the chat. The new stream. Hang on.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Hold on. I'll get it to you. Do you need it?
It's all right. I got it.
You got it. Okay. All right.
Yeah. There we go. Right. Okay. So this one is from. Let me share it. Create a channel to join the chat. What?
What's going on?
I need to open.
All right. I'm gonna pick one from Stacy Abshire.
Go on then. Yeah. Sorry,
Right.
I failed miserably there.
No, that's okay. This is Stacy. Cinematic FPV flying with a small drone. Hey Ken, here's some cinematic flying around the lake near my house. I shot with a small 3-inch, and the music is copyright free. Thank you for letting me know that.
That's good. We like that.
Yep. So off we go. Bibbity bop and bobbity bip from Stacy Abshire.
Oh, it feels good to be back. Thanks for dialing me back in, Ken. You have serious patience, honestly.
Thanks. I say that as you are now. Question mark. Boop. There you go. I fixed you. Ah, Lord. All right. So this is from Stacy. He's got almost 2,000 subscribers. This particular video has 447 views. That's a nice thumbnail.
Yeah.
Implies motion a little bit. It's got a little bit of motion blur. Let's check it out.
A bit of Real Steady in there as well. Real Steady is just beautiful. And GoPro just bought Real Steady as well, interestingly.
I have not used it yet.
So Real Steady is a way of stabilizing footage, not like Premiere where you use warp stabilizer. Real Steady takes gyros and movement data from the video to stabilize it. So even if you're a terrible pilot operator of a drone, you can stabilize the footage, but it still requires a good bit of flying, and this is lovely.
It says it's 1080, but I'm looking at it on my monitor. It looks more like 720.
Don't risk it, Ken. Don't put that resolution
Oh,
up.
no. It says 1080, but it looks.
Yeah, that's weird. That's the downside of Real Steady. The way it achieves the stabilization is by panning and scanning and cropping that footage quite heavily. So, for example, if you shoot the footage in 1080p and then you use Real Steady, it's going to crop it down to probably the equivalent of 720p.
And it's unfortunate that it's only useful on GoPro cameras. You can't use it on DJI Osmo Action or whatever.
Yeah, true.
But this is
really
cool, man.
This makes me miss flying FPV. I need to get my FPV quads out because the feeling, for those of you out there who only ever fly GPS drones, this is real skill to fly FPV, and it's the best feeling in the world.
It really is great. I was out flying yesterday. I'll go get it. I want to show you. Hold on.
I bet.
It's your show, Ash.
It's just that kind of feeling of very natural freedom, and you don't really get that with GPS drones because you let go of the controls and the drone just stays there. But here, when you're flying FPV, you know that if you take your mind off where you're going, you end up in that water. And these quads take a lot of time to build, as you know, Ken, and a lot of soldering, a lot of patience.
Yeah. So I'm going to fast forward here. I think this is just the flight video.
It is, yeah. No editing here.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Stacy.
To watch, yeah.
Your audio is a little. Maybe are you using the mic on your?
Sorry.
There we go. There it is, and he's back. Very good.
I can only blame this. Don't do it, kids. It's bad. It's really bad.
So here is what I was flying yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
This is 5-inch, and I was using a 6S battery, which is something everybody tells me that beginner FPV people shouldn't do, and I'm a beginner. But what I did was yesterday, and I'm gonna try to get with Nurk. I haven't proposed this to him yet, but I have a plan that I think he'll like, and I want to do a video with him. And
Nurk is amazing. If you guys haven't seen Nurk FPV, go and check out his video. He shot to fame when he flew his quad in and out of a train whilst it was moving. Not that that's good, or you should be doing it, because he didn't have permission, I don't believe, but it was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
He got fined by the FAA for that. But
did he?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it was worth it, I think.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I'm not saying do it. Don't do things like that.
No,
but anyway,
don't do it.
So I have this is where the GoPro goes on the front, for those not in the know.
A session.
A session, yes. And I put another one down here on the bottom, facing backwards.
Oh, nice.
So that it will get everything that, That's so really I did that yesterday.
What's your camera angle, Ken? What's your FPV camera angle? Let me see.
Low. It's 18%, maybe. It's low.
Okay. No, but as a beginner, I mean, you're not a beginner though. You're getting good now. You're getting really good.
I can't do the. I've only just started doing that where you can dive stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting pretty good at that.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
Right. I've got a video from us. It's from Scott Drones. He would like a technical analysis on what happened here. He was going under a bridge. Everything was fine. And then just at the end of the bridge, the drone suddenly goes up. Under the bridge still. Sounds to me like he might have invoked return to home and lost signal, potentially. But I've just put it in the chat. There you go.
Drone video, Canadian $25.
Wow.
Thank you. Can please critique my video I emailed you last week. Fishing off the bridge. Maybe while we're playing this, you could find that, as Ash has access to the email.
Fish off the bridge. Okay,
but all right, so this is called "And This Happened." This is from Scott Drones. Let's see. The maximum resolution is 480.
Ouch. Oh, it's probably cached footage then, isn't it? I guess. If you lost the drone.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know if he lost it permanently. He doesn't really say, but.
Okay. Well,
off the bridge.
Here it is. Let's try to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
Removing the water. Am I going under the bridge?
I hope there's no bad language.
Am I going to go under the bridge? Yes, I can see the other side of the bridge.
This doesn't look like the Go app. What in blazes is happening now? What happened?
Sorry, I clicked hang up by accident.
You did?
Sorry. I blame the beer.
I was like, what? Put that beer down, man. All right, let's resume this.
Sorry.
That's all right. I was just saying it looks like this is not the Go app.
So he's got 12, 11 satellites, 13, 12,
oh,
11.
Dear.
Oh, no. Okay, so that wasn't a return to home.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Glad he's just saying, oh, no.
At the moment. So he didn't lose signal because the stream is perfect at all times.
Oh, no.
What drone is this? It's not a DJI drone. This looks like... can anybody in the chat recognize the app here?
Oh, wow.
Oh, Litchi. Someone says Litchi.
Is it Litchi?
If it is, then this is exactly why I won't touch third-party apps with my drones.
Yeah, I don't do third-party apps. I don't do third-party batteries. I usually won't do
that's good.
third-party propellers unless they're master air screw. But,
Oh yeah. I think the app had an issue there because the stream was clear at all times, so he didn't lose signal with the drone, unless the drone thought it was going to return to home and there was an issue with the Litchi app. It's very hard to say, but what a shame.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what to tell you there other than glad you had that footage to share.
I can't
Glitchy.
find-
Elsmeg says glitchy. All right, so let me find this other one. This I'll find it. Fishing. So let me see.
Ray, is your name Ray? Drone video.
This is why we need you to put in the subject line of your emails your username and only your username.
You sound like a Dalek from Doctor Who there.
Well, I see some of these emails with, I think, the entire message in the subject line. That does not help me when I have them all listed out.
Yeah, he said. I thought I found it, but this guy's name's Ray. But he said no, his name is actually Tim. So I can't find Tim fishing off the bridge in there, I'm afraid.
Huh. Well, please resend it. Yeah, I can't find it either.
Drone video, put the end of your YouTube link into the chat. So, for example, the code after the V equals, and then we'll find it.
All right. Now I'm going to try to go back and some of these older ones that people have been waiting on.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Chuck Kovac. He says, "Grill me on high flame."
Oof, here we go.
Okay. He says, Ken, I've been a subscriber and a big fan for a while. Love your work. I'm relatively new to the drone world. I've been flying a drone for just over 3 years. Just passed 107 in March.
Oh,
But I've been capturing
congratulations.
clips for, congrats, since 1994. Now I'm working on improving my shots and edits. I could use some constructive criticism for sure. So let's see.
In the meantime, drone video, we've got your video now, so thanks for that. We'll show it next.
Oh, we did get it. Okay, good. And please, in the chat, let us know if anything goes wrong with this stream, like fluttering,
Not my fault.
if Ash looks drunk even more than he does already, anything. All right. Thanks, everybody, for your patience.
I love that big old water tower.
Yes. I love those old water towers, too. This is a great thumbnail. There's
It is.
opportunity
It is.
here for maybe a little text, if you wanted, in the sky space with some dark lettering, maybe. So I have to ask, Ash, every once in a while, you'll see if anybody mentions COVID or pandemic or any of that YouTube will put this in the bottom of the video.
Yeah.
So clearly something he has in the description. I'm gonna look down here.
Might be his surname. It sounds like.
Oh my gosh, could it have been that?
Look at the video title. COVID Qs 2020. That's
Oh, yeah, that's why.
COVID Qs. Is that the name of the location then, I wonder?
The title of the video is COVID Qs 2020.
Is
I'm
that
guessing
where
it's-
this is, or?
Qs is short for Syracuse, I think.
Ah, okay.
This is something worth mentioning right now. If you're and again, I don't know what your intention is for the video. If you're just sharing it with your friends or family or a specific person, that's one thing. If it is your intention to get a wider viewership of this video, the title matters so much. I can't imagine anyone in the world searching for COVID Qs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It'd be nice to know the country, the location, put in their water tower, because people are actually actively searching for things on YouTube as well, like water towers or cranes, for example, as per the previous.
Do you know there's a water tower community? Anything you
Probably.
can imagine, there is a community for.
Yeah.
I will have a video coming up on this channel about the world's most powerful handheld flashlight. Are you into flashlights at all? There is an entire flashlight community.
Really?
You've seen these videos where dudes have like 30 flashlights back there, and they're like, "Oh, this is the latest Cree bulb and all that." Oh yeah, it's a thing, and I think I might be a flashlight guy. Anyway, that aside, let's get back to his video. So here it is. Let's start it up here. I'm gonna make sure the resolution is good.
I miss you, Ken.
I miss you too, buddy. Okay, here we go.
Did you get a beer, by the way?
What's that?
Did you get a beer, by the way?
I don't drink beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nor do I.
I drink as much beer as you watch Star Wars. So this is great. Love the angle.
Love this. Yeah, to be honest, I'm enjoying the ground footage so much. Oh, look at that dolly zoom.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Pitch the angle down so I can see more of the water tower.
Yeah. This is
really, really nice. Fix that horizon as well. It's so important to check your horizon before you start shooting.
Mm-hmm. I have to go back to the... let me just go back to the beginning. That's a real attention getter.
Really nice.
We were talking over it, but this ground stuff, the camera, that's something... You can show scale of something from the top down with a drone, but you can also show it from ground up, like a big, tall building.
That's so nice. I love that shot.
Really good.
And it'd be nice to have some narration here, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You know, where is it? How old is it? When was it built?
It's good to incorporate ground footage with aerial footage. This is just short of 5 minutes long. So I would say with narration, it would make it a little bit more viewable.
Yeah, definitely. I'd like to know where we are, because from the video title, I don't know which country we're in. I saw an American flag, so we know we're in the US of the A.
Yes, I can tell you, just from having lived there, this is Syracuse, New York.
Ah, New York. Oh, wow. So as a European, I would not have a clue. I'd know it's America, but I wouldn't know where.
Yeah, Mike Roche is in the chat. He recognizes all this stuff, and I remember it from when I lived there for a while. But yeah, man, this is really good stuff.
Niagara. Oh, right.
Yep, that's the power
really
company.
Nice. I mean, this almost could be like a TV production, you know, with the kind of oh, look at that, Biergarten. Is that German? Yeah, German bar.
Yeah, this is really great footage. Now, a lot of people, everybody, I would say, want to showcase their strengths. I think we're seeing this person's strengths here, which is video editing and cinematography.
Yeah, and also his color grading. You know, what's quite often apparent when you mix ground footage and drone footage is the mixture of color grading. And actually, it's very consistent here. The ground footage and the air footage is very, very similar in color and feel. That's really hard to achieve.
But this would lend itself to some great narration.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? This is a church.
Yeah.
It was built in 1903.
Something or other, yeah.
That reminds me of, what's that iron building in New York? The
Flatiron Building.
Flatiron Building.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really, is it?
That's not it, but it's similar.
I was very drunk in New York. I only saw it when I was drunk.
Let me just flip through this whole thing. We have a whole bunch of other videos to get to, but it looks like it's more of the same. And I'm going to go back and watch this later because I do miss Syracuse. And this bridge in particular, actually, and Mike Roche can tell you, lots of tops of trucks were lopped off of that thing.
Oh, that's low, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's my head going under that one.
Yeah, like a knife through butter. Like a knife through butter.
Through butter. Right, I put in Drone Videos video, who posted a very generous super chat for you, Ken.
All right. Chuck Kovac, thank you for sending that in. I hope our chit chat helped you a little bit.
I think Dara's put, is it possible the ground footage was filmed with the drone handheld? I think he might be right, because I noticed the horizon was wonky on the ground slightly. So you could be right, actually.
Okay. So this is the video you put in the chat?
Yeah, this is drone video. Drone videos video.
Drone videos video. All right. Video. Yes. You know, in preparing for the show, I did watch this. This is pretty cool. Fishing off a bridge. So that's a better title.
Yeah.
And that's a good thumbnail. Let's check it out.
Always include the location in your video title, because bearing in mind that people from all over the world are watching your video, and I don't know where this is.
Right. Now, you know, stuff like horse eats chicken. You wouldn't need to put a location in there, because who cares where the horse is? It ate a chicken. I mean, yeah. Okay. Latvian horse eats English chicken.
Exactly.
So he's not piloting.
Oh, we might be.
Maybe.
Never know.
What a great location. Love this shot.
love look at the woodwork on that bridge.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that the lighting was so flat that day.
Yeah.
Imagine this on a sunny day.
You know, a mistake that quite a lot of drone operators make is that they buy themselves as a beginner a load of ND filters and they fit one and never take it off. I'm not saying that's what's happened here, but just always be wary of that as a drone operator. If you're not quite, always remove an ND filter. You don't have to always have an ND filter attached.
At the very least, yes, I agree. At the very least, on a sunny day, have one on. If at night and flat lighting like this, you want to remove it.
Definitely, yeah. That's cool.
Would you sit up there and fish? I don't think I'd do it.
Not after the beer I've had this evening. No.
Yeah. So we got
swimming.
More
That's lovely, isn't it?
establishing shots. This might be another case of people not able to decide what to take out, which is also very important.
True. I think, like we said in the last time we were doing this, a drone video has to always tell a story. So I would kind of start with some really far away shots, coming closer, show the area, then show the guy fishing, and then do the going home shot like now. Tell a story.
Did you see the dude's face was blurred out?
No.
Yeah, look, the pilot, his face is blurred out for some reason.
Oh yeah.
The
Phantom.
Phantom.
So he doesn't get in trouble.
I guess. Look, the dude in the background's face is blurred out. That's weird, isn't it?
Strange.
I mean, if this is your
Maybe they're
video.
camera shy.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
To be honest, Ken, I look at my early videos and I want to blur my face out now because those early videos I was just so camera shy and awkward. But some people just don't like to be on video, and like we saw in Phantom 101's videos, it's the character that makes me want to click subscribe when I see him and listen to him.
Personality is such an important thing. If your dream is to be a full-time YouTuber, there's a list of things that you need to have in your skill set in order to do that. And one of those is personality. 2, video editing. 3, the time to do it. If you have 12 children, maybe it's not for you.
Yeah. And number 4, a very understanding partner.
Ah, yes. Yeah. And your wife, does she participate?
No, I'm trying to get her into a video. I said to her, actually, I want to do a video on Swedish girls and drones to see what she thinks about drones. But
see, now there's a title. Swedish girls and drones. Boom, million views.
Exactly.
All right, what do we got next?
That I would use an abuser in that way.
No. Don't exploit your wives.
Of course not. Never.
Unless they're super hot in a bikini.
Right.
I did that once. About 100 videos back. I made a video. It was about Austin, Texas. Yeah. And the title, I purposely made it clickbait. The title was something like, a drone took my bikini top or something. Just, I mean, I got a lot of comments. Clickbait! You know.
Yeah, you get the trolls. Oh boy, the trolls are out in force this week.
Well, I mean, that was actually clickbait. What do we got next?
I put a video in the chat. Okay, this one's from somebody called Espen Aschheim. Sounds Dutch, possibly, or German.
All right.
He said, I'm not quite sure how this works, but I've been watching Kenstructive criticism on YouTube, and I was hoping you can have a look at my first video project. If this costs money, it has to be done live while you're doing the credit. So I live in Norway. Oh, it's a Norwegian name. Okay. I won't be able to attend the live session, unfortunately. So hopefully he'll watch this back. Maybe we reply to his email and let him know that he's been featured.
Okay. Yeah, I'd prefer to get links from people who are actually watching right now, but people don't have the time necessarily, and you may be watching this on the replay. Once again,
this, and it's a really nice one because it kind of features what we've said a few times about giving the background and the context of the video, and that's so important.
All right.
And Norway's beautiful. I shot a video in Norway.
It's only 45 seconds long.
Yeah, not long enough. See, now, again, the text is lovely, but wouldn't it be nice to have some audible narration here?
True. But the text is placed in a good place, kind of out of the way, where it's not too obtrusive.
It is. Yeah. He's flying completely manually. I mean, some of these shots, don't ever be afraid to use some of the intelligent flight modes on many of these drones. For example, POI, to get that nice shot around an object. Don't get into the mindset that I'm an advanced operator and I don't need to use those features, because quite frankly, the drone will fly itself better than you can fly it a lot of the time. And some of the shots there perhaps could have been achieved a bit smoother.
I say the exact opposite thing. I say, don't depend on all the auto things. If you want to become a better pilot, if you have to get something done, you need a perfect orbit for one reason or another, sure. But again, don't go around 30 times just because you can.
I agree. I do agree. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing better with becoming a better drone operator. But ultimately, if you're starting out and you're not sure how to achieve the shot you want to achieve, then just crack on and use the features that you've got in a drone you've paid $1,000 for. That's why you're paying this money for it.
Sure.
If you don't fly autonomously, buy a drone, buy a Karma from GoPro.
Well, I mean, mix it up too,
Yeah.
As always, don't be a one-trick pony. Don't discover the orbit feature and then make an 11-minute long video of getting us dizzy.
Yeah, exactly.
But so let's see. I'll pick the next one here. I'm picking older ones. Again, here's the email: kenstructivecriticism@gmail.com. If you want to send something in, please let me know the music source, if it's copyrighted or not. If it is copyrighted, by golly, there's a solution. Pow! Epidemic sound, free 30-day trial in the description. Let's just go ahead and check out their website right now, shall we?
Yeah. And I tell you what, whilst you're doing that, we've got a video from Brandon Hines. He said he's emailed us a few times, and he has. So we'll show his next.
So this is Epidemic Sound. It's a subscription service. Ash is still using the YouTube library. Isn't that right? You weirdo.
Sorry, I know, I'm a loser.
Well, no, I mean,
I need to sign up. I do need to get that.
If you require music for your video and you don't want to worry about it, if you want to be able to find something very quickly and use it, if you need variations, this list by album, there's just so much. And Ash didn't even know this. It has an entire sound effects library.
That is cool. And the background music and the yeah.
Yeah, like the ambience. Let's see. Are we in a? Let's be in a forest. Oh, see, we're in a forest.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that nice? I mean, just stuff like that. So if you're wondering how much this costs, here is the pricing. Just very quickly.
I love those. This is one tip for you guys. If you're editing a drone video, and let's say you're flying past a waterfall, quite often people are so desperate to just apply an audio music track to that video, but instead get some water running sound effects or a waterfall sound effect, and it's such a great effect, isn't it?
Yes, sound design is really important, and it's harder for the YouTube algorithm to discern sound effects from music. It can find copyrighted music sources like that, but I've never gotten a notice from YouTube. Oh, I used the wrong sound effect.
No, me neither.
Yeah,
not yet.
El Smeghead with a 5-pounder. Hey man, here's something towards.
Is awesome. That guy is one of my favorite commenters. When I see his name pop up in notifications, I go, "Oh, El Smeghead."
And I hear he smells good too. That's just a rumor.
I've never got that close to him. Yeah.
Here's something towards a Zoom subscription to help you ditch Wirecast. Yeah, everybody. Look, I'm going to say this once and for all.
Oh, here we go. You triggered Kenny. Here we go.
Yeah, I am triggered. Thank you all for. Hey, why don't you use this? Why don't you use 2 cups and a string? Well, here's the thing. I've spent a lot of money on Wirecast, and it does everything I need it to do. And while I hate what it does to me sometimes, I love what it does for me most of the times. So I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm just not. Thank you. Zoom's awesome if you want to be hacked.
Anyway,
all right.
Anyway. From Brandon Ray.
What do we got? Did you send? Oh, okay, from Brandon.
Yeah, in the chat window. So Brandon Rain, he is a licensed FAA pilot, so he's completed his 107, I assume, by calling himself licensed. Saw constructive criticism idea, thought he'd ask us if we can help him out. Hope your family is staying healthy. Thanks.
Okay.
So
I think
looks
this
nice.
is one that we've seen before. It looks familiar.
Oh, no.
Doesn't it?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
The beach one that
Yeah,
goes to the beach and then it goes to a car and then a beach and then a car.
Yep. Yeah, we saw this one before.
Brandon, we've shown you one already.
Yeah. I think maybe Brandon's trying to get some free publicity, and that's just fine. We love you for trying. Thanks for trying. Bye-bye. I understand that. I get it.
I failed.
I get it.
I'll tell you what. Brandon Hines, Brandon Rain. It's the same person, I think.
I'll pick one.
Okay.
And Super Chats will get you the head of the line. If you send your video link to constructivecriticism@gmail.com, please put your username as the subject and nothing else. Nothing else! Because I won't be able to find you unless you do that. Okay. Redbeard the Pilot.
Sorry, Ken. Just on the Brandon thing. So we have two Brandons, but the Brandon Rain didn't. When you emailed the address, you haven't put any link to a video.
Oh, well.
We've just got your name, nothing else.
Please resend.
Yeah,
Yes.
Brandon,
Okay. Oh,
send us
okay. No, he was following instructions because I said and nothing else. Okay, let me clarify. In the subject line, just have your username. In the body of the email, have your link.
There we go.
There we
that'd
go.
be good.
That's on me. I wasn't clear about that.
How dare you?
And nothing else. Don't have your link. We'll just guess. All right. So this is from Redbeard the Pilot. I'm looking to build up more of a cinematic feel using my racing drones. Please feel free to review and provide some tips.
This sounds good.
Yes.
I love this, guys. It feels like beers with friends. I really look forward to this session.
Yeah, this is fun, and I hope we're helping people.
Third time lucky. We got there in the end, Ken.
I hope so. So far, so good.
Oh,
Compilation of Aloha. Okay. All right. Cool. Now this is an unlisted link, so I think he just posted this here just for us. Let's check it out.
I think that thumbnail is a bit of Photoshop. I don't think that's captured that backdrop.
Now let me just mention this. That intro snippet channel identifier was perfect.
Yeah, good length.
Good length. Let's watch it again because it was so good.
Go for it. And I like that time lapse of the sky through the FPV camera as well.
Yeah. Now, placement of this. Let me just suggest something. You want to have something in the beginning of your video that grabs people's attention. If there's something in the video like a seagull hits a car, and it's in the video, have that. First 3 seconds of your video, then go to that little channel identifier. Use it as a transition to get into the beginning of the video because people are like, oh, well, I'm going to want to see more of that seagull hitting the car because I hate seagulls and I hate cars. So.
He's right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about the music there. Did he put source for that? Was that copyright free?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway.
Nice place to shoot footage. Beautiful place. I'd like to go there and lie on that beach. That looks really nice.
I've got to get me a Cinewhoop. Got to get me one.
Yeah,
with the ducks that are just. Oh, I got to get one of those.
Nice flying.
So his email did say he's trying to be more cinematic, but he does regress back into FPV moves a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's kind of, to be cinematic, you have to keep the FPV style away from your flying, and you have to just calm down and slow down. And also, with an FPV drone, it's very hard to fly cinematic without post-edit. What I'd always suggest is shoot your footage at a very high FPS. So if you flying with a Hero 8, for example, set the frame rate as high as you can in the resolution you want to shoot at, and then in post-editing, half that frame rate, if not more, to make it look cinematic, and then you'll end up with that nice slow motion, calm. Ooh, nearly hit the palm tree there.
Yeah. So,
but shoot with a high FPS and then slow it down in post editing to get that cinematic look. You will never get a cinematic look in real time frame rate generally.
So what is cinematic? What is it? It's very subjective definition.
It is, yeah. I mean, cinematic is calm, slow. It's not rapid, crazy. That becomes more. I don't know what the name for that would be, but
Yeah, it's a hard thing to define, isn't it?
you're right. Yeah. Lovely location though. Wow, what a place to live.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you very much for sending that in. And that was Redbeard the pilot, who I think I've spoken to on the phone. He's helped me out with a few
No way.
tips. Yeah. All right, your turn. Who we have next?
Oh, blimey. Let's have a look.
So blimey is something that people in the UK actually say.
Yeah.
Okay, because whenever
Okay.
Kelly, my co-host on TNL, wants to sound like he's doing an English accent, he will throw in stuff like blimey.
Cool, blimey. Yeah, I suppose some Brits say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
Yeah, I do,
it's in the boot of me lorry.
That's almost as bad as my American accent.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Right, we got a video here from Al Smeghead. I'll put it in the chat.
All right.
He gave a super chat earlier, and so it bumped him up the list. This is his video of the Elan Valley that he would like constructively criticizing. The music has copyright, so mute it.
All
And
right.
Ken will sing a lullaby to accompany this
I'll
video.
do it. All right, there we go. Let's check it out.
Oh, blimey, Governor, the Mojak just said. Wales.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
listening to just a little bit of the music just to get a feel for the kind of music he's using.
Isn't that pretty? Now, you see that video we
Oh, wait
saw
a minute.
earlier of the dam.
No, this is Epidemic audio.
Is
It is
actually?
copyrighted, but I can use it because you know,
Isn't that pretty? Oh, here we go.
I've
You see
actually
when I
used.
said that dam earlier, I said I would never have said that was America. And you see this dam now, you would think this was the same.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've used this track before. This is a beautiful.
that's lovely. I used to work in Wales. I used to drive to Wales every day from my home city of Bristol, an hour every day to drive to work, and then an hour back.
How old do you think that is? See, now this is the kind of information that would be great to have with a little narration.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, when we lived in the south of England, we used to always go for road trips in Wales because the architecture there, the castles, the buildings are all so historical and old. It's such a beautiful place. I love that. A bit too heavy on the overlay effect there, but what a lovely place. Where is this? Do we know? Elan Valley, sorry, Elan Valley.
Yeah.
I wonder where that is. Elan Valley. If any of you guys watching are ever visiting Wales, it's such a pretty place. Or if you're not thinking of visiting Wales, do. It's such a beautiful part of the UK.
Again, let me mention the music because just from the length of the video, I can kind of tell that the video is almost exactly as long as the music track is. You don't have to use all of the track. You don't have to edit your video to the length of the music. You can do what you want. Let's see how he does this part of the song. That would have been a great spot for a little transition.
Or a reveal. Yeah,
Or
I
a
would have
reveal.
flown up
Yep.
from behind the dam to reveal the whole lake behind it.
Yeah. What a great
Right,
track. What a
so-
great place.
I would love to fly there.
I'd love to be so good with an FPV drone to go in those tiny holes in and out. That's what I'd like to do. I know there's some FPV people watching going, yeah!
Yeah,
But and now when people watch these types of videos, they want to see it for the beautiful places, but people crave information, which it's why I have little blurbs. At the very least, I'll have text of where it is, how old the bridge is, how many people died while it was being constructed, little tidbits on that.
Yeah,
And-
I agree. You made me think actually, Ken, because when I did my video, the water tower recently in Sweden, and I put text on there, and I think you commented that I should have actually done an audible narration, and it's made me think for the next time, I will definitely, because not everybody wants to read when they're watching something. Because if you're reading, you're not necessarily watching what the creator wants you to see.
Yes, and the reason I'm gonna share that Epidemic track with you, and why I recognize it because I used it in one of my videos.
Ah.
And so a little shameless self-promotion. I'm gonna play one of mine, just a little bit to show you how I use that music. This is the largest metal sculpture in the state of Tennessee.
Oh, look at that little house on top.
Oh yeah, no, he's gathered up a bunch of these old fire watchtowers and water towers. That guy there is an artist.
What did you shoot this with, Ken?
A
Which
Phantom
drone?
Phantom 4.
Nice.
And then he was
night footage.
wearing the GoPros, and I interjected a little bit of, and you'll hear this in a minute, some of him reading from a book that he wrote. Just to, I'm not bragging or anything, I'm just giving you a little demonstration on how to use the music.
I'm just waiting for him to base jump out of that window now.
Yeah. This whole sculpture is an homage to his parents. And when he dies, his name's Billy Tripp.
Oh.
This is in Brownsville, Tennessee, and when he dies, he is going to be buried right there amongst his towering sculptures. So let's just go ahead and let this play for a minute. At the time, I didn't have my 14 CFR Part 107.29 daytime waiver. So I was pushing the limit here with dusk.
But that's still nice, isn't it, for a night shot, though, to pick up that kind of light.
Here's the part I wanted you to see.
So, what is one to ever do but try? It ought to be simple, or rather more simple, maybe, if life pre-followed birth and we knew the days thereof before we got started. Do the work. Heaven and hell is in every act. Try to do what is and bombard the smithereens.
Aww.
One of my
I loved those night shots with drones. That was really nice.
One of my favorite tracks from Epidemic Sound. 30-day trial in the description.
It's funny, isn't it, how you hear a song on a drone shot and you actually enjoy listening to it separately. And I have to say, Geeks Vine, I don't know if you know if you're still in the chat, but I said to Ken earlier, your intro to your live streams, I've actually got that song on my Spotify now. I love it. Anyway, we've got
cool.
Brandon Rains, and I don't know if you know that, Epidemic Music's on Spotify.
Oh yeah, they have some really catchy tunes there.
Definitely. Right, Brandon Rain has sent his link in now, finally. Sorry about that. He said if you would critique this, I would really appreciate it.
All right.
We certainly will. And just an example, El Smeged's video title there, Elan Valley, Wales. We know exactly where it is. We know which country it's in. We know what it's going to be. It's lakes. That's really good.
Did you
Titles are so important.
I think you resent me the same link.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I'm rubbish.
That's why. Yeah, that's the same one.
There we go.
All right. Everybody still having a good time? We all good?
Hey, we got a good A from Tim Jackson.
Hey Tim, how you doing?
Good A.
Good day to you. I'm not going to attempt your accent. Is that insulting when somebody tries to mimic your country's accent and they fail?
It's entertaining, especially when you do a British accent.
Oh, me? Yeah, no thanks. I can't assume to ever do it correctly. All right. Pole Steeple Trail Sunrise. I think Brandon is a young feller. He might be in his teens, I think.
Okay.
So we want to encourage him, not discourage him.
Where it is, which state, which city? Which country?
Pole Steeple is probably familiar to you and those who live near you. But
is Pole Steeple the name of the place? I thought this was the activity, Pole Steeple.
I think it's a place.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
And this is what I do sometimes when I don't know. I just Google it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's a place. Yep. It's in Cook Township, Pennsylvania. Okay. So that would be very easy to include in your video, Brandon.
Definitely. Yeah. And you'll find you get a boost of views when you start adding that kind of metadata to your videos. People
see,
will be
look.
specifically...
See, look at that.
Yeah.
Look, we're like, okay, kid did it.
There you go.
All right.
But remember, the text in your video is not necessarily going to be indexed and searchable. So always put that in your keywords and in the title of the video, because you'll have people in Pennsylvania Googling and YouTubing their own towns and areas to find videos. So you'll get a boost in views.
That is true. That is true. The title is so very important. Let me just mention the text very quickly here. It looks like he's done a shadow thing with it. If you
Black
do a
shadow on black text.
Yeah, you want to do either or.
Yeah.
Because this just kind of makes it look a little slappy.
Yeah.
So I guess that's Brandon down there.
Oh yeah. I didn't even spot him.
Let's see what the resolution is. Okay. What are your feelings, Ash, on posting maximum resolution on YouTube? I think everybody should be doing that now.
I always post my videos in 4K now, because if anybody's watching it on a TV like we are, we've got a 65-inch TV at home, and the videos look beautiful on there in 4K. So why not treat people, if they've got a display capable of it, give them the full experience. If not, then YouTube will do the work for you to scale it down to 1080 or 720p.
But scaling up from 1080 on a 4K TV will make it look blocky.
It doesn't look so bad. I mean, the upscaling capabilities of TVs are so good, but yeah, it's not as good as 4K, is it? True 4K.
So that's a great shot of the sun just going down or coming up.
Yeah, that's nice. Always be very, very careful of pointing your drone at the sun, because you can fry your sensor, especially if you have a zoom.
Yes. I fried my Spencer when I was in Arizona.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're all right. We're safe in England, you see, because we don't really have the sun.
So this video is he's got a message here at the end. It's just under 3 minutes. Keep droning.
Always keep droning.
Okay.
That's cool. Nice positive.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what your intent with that was. If just from that, I would assume that your intent was to just show your friends, because it wasn't set up or designed to keep a wider audience from watching it all the way through.
Yeah.
There's maybe you can explain click-through rate. Ash, that's you.
Sorry.
No. That's all right.
Do you mean in respect to the more popular your video is, the more often it'll be suggested to other people?
Right. I'm seeing one here. Jonathan Schuler. Can you do mine? Sure, Jonathan. How much time do you have there, Ash? You good?
As long as you want, yeah.
All right. The stream seems stable now.
You restarted your kit. It wasn't my fault. Jeff shouldn't have blamed me.
Well, it's so easy to blame others, isn't it?
Yeah.
I blame Jeff for blaming you.
I blame Jeff for blaming me and blaming everyone.
All right. As long as it wasn't my fault.
Absolutely. Exactly. Exactly.
All right. So this is from Jonathan Schuler, Amy Schuler's brother. Not really.
Tento's, it's always good to respond to the comments as well. Tento's has said it's very hard to edit 4K here. That is true, but what you can do, I'm just getting, yes, please. Yartak. More beers on its way. I love this place. Hard to edit 4K, absolutely, but there is a feature called proxying, and if you're using an editing piece of software that doesn't have proxying, change your editing software.
In fact,
there you go. Look at Keith. You've already done a video on it.
I've done a video on this. This is one of my 2 videos ago. It'll show you exactly how to do this.
It's essential. Imagine proxying is like making a low resolution copy of your high resolution video. You edit with your low resolution copy, and then when you render it, it uses the high resolution version, which means your editor never struggles.
That's right.
Du är jättefantastisk. Tack så mycket.
What he said. He sounds like he's in the UK, but he's in Sweden right now.
Yeah, where the beer costs twice as much. That's the downside.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
But is it twice as good?
When it costs twice as much, you tell yourself it tastes twice as good.
All right, so this is Old River Train Bridge. That's the title.
Old River Train Bridge. Where are we? Coast of the West Survival.
That's his channel name. Let's see. Show more. Nothing. See, this is where people leave a lot of potential views on the table.
Yeah.
You want to fill that up, and if you're a smaller YouTube channel, tags are super important.
Yeah.
But the
title, description, tags.
Yeah, most important thing right here is the title.
It's like website design. You can have the best website in the world about a topic, but if you don't give that website a title, keyword, and meta tags, nobody's ever going to know that brilliant website's there. No different to YouTube. So make sure you put as much content as you possibly can, because every bit of writing text is indexed by YouTube. And if somebody lives in Pennsylvania and they're always searching for videos about Pennsylvania, your video will get suggested to those people who live in Pennsylvania.
But it is such a pain in the ass to do it, isn't it? To come up with tags and do all that stuff.
That's the worst part. Thumbnail, tags, description. I hate writing them, but it's important.
I just want people to see my video. I'm just going to post it and hope for the best. Well, you've done yourself a disservice.
When you have over 100,000 subscribers like you do, you don't need to worry about it so much. But for the small channels with just 30 subscribers, it's critical to growing.
You know, that's true. I just learned that for larger YouTubers, am I a larger YouTuber?
You are a massive YouTuber.
I don't feel like I am. I see people with like 500,000, 1 million. I'm like, I want to do that, you know. But,
Trust me.
No,
I'm looking at your sub count and thinking, I want those.
Oh well, I don't take any of this for granted, because it can all fall apart instantly. And so, just to let you guys know that I don't take any of this for granted, and I appreciate it. But yes, I just found out recently that if you're a larger YouTuber, that tags aren't as important, because they will create them for you, apparently.
Oh, that would be so nice. I need people to create my tags for me. Just to know, I'm a small channel. If anyone likes my content, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it.
There's a link in the description. All right. Enough yakking. Let's check out this video. No. All
Train
right.
track, my son would love this.
Great music. Not sure we can use it. Pretty sure we can't.
But that was a really nice shot. I'm really OCD about this. That shot followed as the gimbal panned up. It followed the train track, and I like that. It didn't go off target.
This went on a little bit long. This is just under 3 minutes.
It's a good length, though.
Yeah, let's see if there's any narration.
This music just makes me want to do a big, loud yeehaw. If I wasn't in a loud bar, I would do it.
Do it. Come on. Yeehaw! I'll take your partner, do-si-do, do in orbit, round we go.
Oh, my God.
And through the bridge.
Cool.
That's great. We're going to go through again.
I love it in America. It seems to be an American thing. You have so many old wooden railway bridge things like that. We don't really seem to have that in Europe. These really old, you know, the sort of bridge where you're on a train, you see the train approaching that bridge, and you think, I do not want this train to go over that bridge.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are pretty rickety. But you know, you guys, you have old stuff made of stone that's still around. Like our old stuff, what is it? Maybe 200 years old or something, and just not well maintained. I mean, I've dated some women who aren't well maintained. They look older than they should be. Anyway, Randy McNeely with a $5 super chat. Check your inbox, Kenneth. All right. So Randy's video will be bumped up. This is good stuff. Let's see. We're still. Yeah, we're still at the Hootenanny.
Yeah.
So
I think the problem with this kind of subject is that you reach the peak of the amount of shots you can fill. 3 minutes. Maybe it'd be nice to transition into something else after a couple of minutes of the bridge, but that was really nice, and the shots were very clean. One of my pet hates when you're watching a drone shot is when the drone is moving that way, and all of a sudden it goes that way, and then it goes that way, in the same shot. But that video was really nice, really nicely done.
Yeah, it's about variety and information. Just take a moment when you're creating something. Take a moment and realize why you watch certain videos. You watch
Yeah.
videos because you want to find something out or because you want to see something interesting. People are the same way with your videos.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Randy McNeely says, and he super chatted his way to the beginning of the line here. Please review my Mavic Mini Cincinnati, Ohio Christmas extravaganzo. All right, Epidemic Sound is my source, so that's good.
There you go.
Just purchased an Evo 1 6 weeks ago, but no footage. I have it better than this so far. Bop, 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 bippity bop. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. It's from Randy McNeely.
I'm a bit annoyed with Autel because they're not shipping their drones, or they're not providing their drones outside of the USA and Canada, which is pretty ignorant to ignore such a big potential market.
Well, you know, and I think the part of the reason why they do that, and Skydio is doing the same thing, is
Yeah.
because they cannot keep up with manufacturing, so they want to limit it that way. And it's
Yeah, true.
it can actually help a smaller company that's not able to manufacture so many drones with creating that need, you know, like, well, why do they have it? And then when they finally catch up, then they start shipping worldwide. Like, yeah, all right.
Well, or on the other hand, the competition is already shipping something better to the rest of the world.
Or that. So, let's see. This is the thumbnail. Somebody on a.
I think you like it. Tri-State Christmas 2019.
This is a low res thumbnail.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Always, and this is another thing. Thumbnails. People think thumbnails should be in a low resolution. Always produce your thumbnails in a really high resolution, because when I look at that video on my TV, it's going to show me that resolution at full 4K. So when I render out my thumbnails, I render them out pretty high resolution.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's
YouTube
easier to
will
edit them
scale
that way.
for you. Yeah.
Okay. So let's check this out. It's 3 minutes.
Very curious about this one. I don't really know what to expect. Cheeky music, isn't it?
Yeah. The text would be hard to read on a phone, which is what a lot of devices people use when they watch YouTube videos. And
Yeah.
and let me just say this. A lot of people, believe it or not, will watch a YouTube video in this way. They hold it this way. They can do this and double or even triple the size, but they'll watch it like, isn't that crazy, right?
True. Yeah. They
Yeah.
also film videos like that as well, Ken.
Oh, I can't watch TikTok. I can't do it for that reason. And because I'm old. I don't think I'm allowed to watch TikTok. Because you're over 50, you're not allowed, right? Is that right? Is that the rule?
I'm too old for TikTok. I think, isn't it for 16-year-olds?
I think so.
It's weird. I don't get it. That's nice. I like the big wheel there. Nice reveal
Yeah, this
shot.
is great. I filmed that that building with the crown on it.
So where is this?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
So it looks like it's still an introduction. I'm not sure why he's got the text on the screen still.
I'm a bit confused by this video at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think the
That doesn't annoy me.
and I don't think it's Epidemic sound, to be honest.
Ah.
But we'll find out.
Maybe it's not the Epidemic.
Yeah, maybe not.
But
I don't
you
know.
know what I like? The temptation would easily be there to venture into those buildings and amongst those buildings. I like the fact that this guy's staying a really good distance away, which is how we should all be thinking about flying. He's not getting too close to those buildings.
The text on the screen is so distracting. It should be
it is,
gone.
isn't
It 10
looks
seconds.
like Comic Sans type font as well. It's not Comic Sans, but it,
Yeah, we have read it by now, my friend.
yeah.
I just don't understand. But this is great stuff. Cincinnati is a beautiful city, and let's go
Which
here.
state is Cincinnati?
Ohio.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and when you find a big city, you can most of the time you can fly over the river. If a city's next to a river, you can get pretty good cityscape from just flying over the river. That way, you're not flying over people or cars or anything.
Here's one of the big advantages of the drones like the Mavic 2 Zoom. You can also be flying over a long way out of the city, but using that optical zoom, you can give the effect that you're flying in the city without actually being in the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's another advantage of like an Inspire 2, where lenses are interchangeable. You can use like a 40 millimeter lens to make it look like you're right up against the building, but you're in the next state over.
Also, one of the few advantages of shooting at 8K with the Evo 2, you could crop that 8K footage down to 4K or 1080p and effectively give yourself an optical zoom, the equivalent of an optical zoom.
All right, so the stream is holding steady. I guess we're good.
What's in that flask, Ken? Have you got vodka in there, or?
No. I drink nothing but water.
Oh.
Nothing. No juice.
Okay. Me neither.
I mean, nothing for the last 14 years.
This is apple juice.
That's what I thought. All right, your turn.
Oh.
What do we got?
Okay, so next one we have is from Henrik Lindblom. And I'll send you the link.
All right.
Call me biased. This chap is Swedish from the name.
Is that wind howling we're hearing?
It is, yeah. It literally blew a gale here earlier. I think a storm is on its way, if not here already.
Huh.
Henrik has said this is a final draft. It would be good to get some constructive criticism before it's launched. The music is from Epidemic, by the way. You'll like that, Ken.
Wonderful. This is an unlisted in a wide aspect ratio.
He said it's a final draft, so...
All right. So the thumbnail matters not at this point. This is 1 minute long. So here we go. Let's check it out.
And I think this might be the Henrik Lindblom that I have chatted with locally here. Henrik, comment in the chat if you're the Henrik that I have chatted with locally. Look at that. Lovely color grading.
Lots of great B-roll.
Yeah, very nice. Yes, it is Henrik. Hey, Henrik. So this is quite funny because I shot a video of a water tower in Sweden and Henrik commented on it, and it turns out he's local to me, and this is his work is brilliant. Henrik, we need to meet up.
So this is an advertisement for the light.
Oh, there you go. You talked about flashlights earlier, Ken.
I love flashlights.
This is your flashlight club.
Let me just replay that. Well, I don't want to play that. No. What are we doing here? Whoops. One slip of the mouse. I wanted to point out just a couple things in this video.
Oh, I look terrible in this light.
This point right here. There it is, right here. The rule of thirds, I would say that's probably not. I know that the idea was to get the cliff and the water and the sky in the shot, but it would probably serve you better to get a little bit more of the sky at this point.
Pull it back a little bit.
Because see the tops of the trees back there?
Yeah.
People with OCD will be driven insane that they can't see the tops of the trees. For real. I've had people tell me these things in previous videos, like, it was just off the horizon, was, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, they would drive people with OCD mad. So that's just a little thing. One thing that I wanted to compliment him on was this.
Is it the night footage with the girl with the torch? Because that would probably have been very hard to capture with the focus and to keep it nice and sharp.
That was great as well, but this little bit of audio right there, that little nice. Over-exaggerated on button, which says so much. That is something that is really subtle, but it is powerful. It makes the light sound so. And since this is an advert, as you Brits would say, it makes the light seem so much more significant. You know, you don't want a little ding ding, the actual sound. You want, like in movies when they show a big warehouse lights going on, it's always some huge breaker. You know, but that was very well done.
There's a good comment in there in the chat from El Smeghead. So there's a weird regulation in Sweden that if you film anything of the ground, including the horizon or beyond, you have to get permission from the Swedish organization called Lantmäteriet before you can publish or share that footage anywhere. Isn't that strange? So
wait, what? Say that again. Say it again.
As a drone operator in Sweden, if I shoot from the sky a building site, I can post that video absolutely fine straight away. But if I shoot a building site that has a little bit of background with the horizon, for example, and shows Swedish ground beyond the element that I'm actually capturing, then I have to send that raw footage to an organization called Lantmäteriet, and they have to, there you go, Henrik has commented in the chat, took 2 days to get approved. So my water tower video, I posted not knowing this, and I had to get it approved. When I asked Lantmäteriet, what is this for? They said it's for there's some saying for the safety of Sweden, but effectively it's they're concerned that drone footage or footage from a general camera from up high, from a plane or something, you have to go through the same process, might capture something that's sensitive in nature, for example, a military site. And actually, if you compare some shots that they have edited, because they edit the footage and send it back to you,
what? No.
You'll notice on Google Maps that they've actually erased things on Google Maps. So my argument in response to them was, this is all on Google Maps. But no, they've actually edited some of the shots on Google Maps as well.
That is freaking insane. That's North Korea type policy.
It is a bit, isn't it? Yeah, I've done a video about this. I'll post it into the chat. Don't click it now because it will take you away from this video, but watch it later and you'll see the story of what I had to go through to post my water tower video.
Gosh.
Very strange.
Well, thank you, Henrik.
Yeah, brilliant work, Henrik. And so that Henrik and I hooked up via that water tower video. He messaged me, and hopefully he's going to get me to go up that water tower because he knows people.
Okay, cool. Well, I have one now from Nicholas Catarella.
Cool name.
Please give me some constructive criticism. We shall. And once again, just to remind everybody that may be just joining us, here's the email address where you can send your link to. Please, in the subject, just put your username and nothing else. And then in the body of the message, put the link to your video. Okay?
I need one of these soundboards with echo and stuff.
It's the and stuff that's really great about that.
Very, very good.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and Super Chat will get you to the head of the line. And thanks, everybody, for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel with Patreon, you can do that as well. You can become a patron of the channel. Patreon.com/Ken. I think it's _Heron. You'll find me.
Ken, do you not have YouTube channel subscriptions yet, memberships?
No, I chose to do Patreon only because just as a viewer, this is just me. When I see, maybe I shouldn't share this opinion. I think, oh man, all right, I painted myself into a corner.
We can play the video if you want.
No, I prefer a passive support thing like Patreon rather than every single video, become a member. You know, I hate doing the virtual standing at a traffic light with a cardboard sign, please help me, I'm hungry thing. I just, if you can watch these videos for free, they're free, of course. If you want to super chat, that's wonderful. If you want to become a patron, thank you, but I'm not going to be all up in your face about it.
That's fair enough. It's a good feeling when you get a super chat. I've only ever had 4 super chats in 3 years.
I think I was one of them.
You were, and I appreciated it.
And I know the good feeling.
Original Davo super chatted me $9.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And random.
Yeah.
He insulted me in it, but it made me laugh.
Oh. Hey, if you want to insult me and give me a super chat, I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
Have at it. You're a horrible person, Ken. Okay. All right. So this is Drone Shots Part 5. This is an unlisted video from Drone Guy.
Not unlisted videos. Why are these videos unlisted, guys? Comment in the chat and let us know.
Well, I think maybe they want our opinion on it before they do the final release. Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, my view would be if you are not a channel that is entirely, how do I put this? If you're not a channel that feels you have to maintain a certain standard of content because let's say you're sub 100 subscribers, then the more videos you put out, the better. There's no reason not to list them because you'll get feedback, you'll get views, and your channel will grow. If you keep your videos unlisted, nobody knows the video's there.
Well, yeah, but that it all comes down to, like I've been asking, intended audience and what kind of YouTuber you are. Some people just know YouTube because that's where they keep all the funny cats playing piano videos, and other people are, like me. That's how I eat. So anywhere in between, there could be people that just casual YouTube viewers.
True.
So, Geeks Vana, thank you, Geeks Vana. See, I'm getting that feeling, that good feeling right now, with a 3-pounder. Thank you. Oh, it's a super sticker.
Stickers, I like stickers, yes I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Why do you hate it?
It's too loud in this ear.
Because it's in your head for the rest of the day.
It is.
You're welcome.
It's in my nightmares, my dreams.
All right. So the resolution on this is 720. And it's a drone video. So I'm guessing, as many people tend to do, they have posted they're using the cache in their device.
When you're panning, when you're yawing with your drone, don't yaw too quickly because depending on your frame rate, you will often make your viewers feel quite dizzy.
Yeah, and this is, you can really see the 720.
Yeah, there's a lot of wobble there. I wonder what drone this was shot with.
Almost looks like someone's holding the drone and walking with it. I think this might be a toy drone.
I think you might be right. Yeah, I don't think it's a...
Because
it's a non-gimbal drone, isn't it?
Yeah, that would explain the 720.
Yeah, those rapid movements up and down is where he's pitching forwards and backwards.
And we don't know how old this could be someone's very first, could be an 11-year-old kid, and we don't want to discourage them. But
yeah,
good gravy. I'm about to hurl.
Yeah. Geeks Varna just said it could be Microdrone 4. I think you could be right, Sean.
Yeah.
In fact, no. If anything, this would be better than Microdrone 4.
Okay, so that'll give you an indication of the age of the person. It's probably his friend. But I like the way you have the music on here. That's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to include the sky here. We can't see the sky. Oh, there we go. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Family.
There we go. Oh, okay.
He's flying it with a phone as well, not a transmitter, a controller. So it's often very hard. I tell you what, the only drone that I've ever flown with a phone and managed to still get cinematic footage with is my parrot, and I never know how to pronounce this for you guys in America, Anafi.
Anafi. I say Anafi. I don't say Anafi.
I say Anafi, yeah. The parrot Anafi via phone is actually a really, really easy drone to fly. But many other drones that you fly via phone are just a nightmare.
It might have been a Tello, someone said.
Yeah, that's true.
But hey, if you're having fun, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I always say, YouTube is like karaoke. You can have fun with it even if you suck.
That's true.
Okay. So your turn. What do we got?
Okay.
We'll do a couple more here.
Next, we have something from, let's have a look. BMAX Aerial Visuals. This, I'll put the link in the chat now. There we go. So this was shot in San Luis Pass in Texas. The music is not copyrighted. And he super chatted you during a show today.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for doing that.
Gary Haupt just said, love those oil can drones. They're great to smash. I don't know if he said it like that.
He probably did.
Yeah,
probably. BMAX Aerial Visuals, 353 subscribers. Road Trip Series, number 102. That is a truck that lets everyone know that you're a man. All right, let's check this out.
Oh, look at this.
So he
Nice.
he said this was copyright safe.
Yeah. This is Texas. I think of Texas and I don't think of scenery and I'd never think of scenery like this.
Did a aerial survey of the lot he purchased, just as a favor to him, and I told him I'd do some more when the construction started and after the home was finished. But afterwards, my wife and I went down to just about a quarter mile down the road and went to San Luis Pass itself, where we've been plenty of times. And it's,
Okay, so the audio voiceover, that's a good idea. I
Yeah.
like the interspersions of the Google Earth stuff. That's great. I think he might have recorded the audio with a bad phone or something.
Yeah.
Cute doggy.
Where? Oh, yeah.
But I think the intended audience, I would guess, for this would be another like real estate developer, perhaps, or something.
Yeah, or friends who live in that development.
Yeah.
I picture, and this is the thing I love about drone footage. Have I been to Texas? Possibly. But I would never picture Texas to look like this.
What do you, as a UK person, picture Texas as?
I don't want to offend anybody.
No, you go ahead.
As a European, when I think of Texas, I think of like Breaking Bad. Where was that? Where was that shot?
Breaking Bad, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm imagining you think Texas is all just a bunch of rootin' tootin'. We're all just out there. We're wearing spurs. And we're riding horses.
New Mexico. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, basically, it's... Yeah. But then when you guys think of Europe...
If I think of Europe, I think a bunch of... You can make any group sound insignificant when you say bunch of. You know, I saw a bunch of... Fill in the blank to any... You know.
Yeah. Look at this.
You see, now this is good stuff, man.
This is stunning. Is this still Texas?
Yeah, this is down near the Gulf, I think.
Wow.
There's some beautiful places in Texas. I lived there for many years.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is stunning. I never pictured it to look like that.
This is a great shot of the bridge at low tide, where it reveals the sandbars and everything. This is good stuff.
I mean, I think it's, I don't mean to take anything. This is constructive criticism. We're here to give constructive criticism about these videos.
Yeah.
The scenery, the location is what is keeping me watching here. The drone shots, I think, need to be a bit more consistent and we need to tell a story.
Yes, and the
it's
beginning...
location that's keeping me interested.
The beginning of the video with the narration would have made me click away. I would never have known that there was all that really cool, awesome stuff at the end.
Went ahead and did a aerial survey.
This is why newspapers, children, is a paper version of your internet that we used to have. But this is why newspapers would have headlines.
Why do you Americans not put a U in neighbor? The word neighbor, I never get, and lots of other words. You don't say the color.
Why don't we put you in neighbor? Oh, I can answer that. It's because it's incorrect.
Ah.
Why do you not drive on the correct side of the road?
I'm in Sweden. We do now.
Oh, you do. Hey, is that a problem for you? Is that hard?
In England, I spent most of my time on the wrong side of the road anyway, overtaking people. So. It's fine.
I think you Europeans are more adept at switching back and forth between languages, sides of the road, different cultures, because there you are, you take Europe and put it over the United States. There's all our states, but it's all America, you know what I mean? If you want to you go to France, it's right down the road, right? France, right? If you're from the UK, it's like bibbidi bop, we'll go to Germany over here, and it's
Yeah,
so.
I think Europeans travel the world a lot more than Americans. I think if you're watching right now and you're American, and you haven't visited outside of America, and if you can afford to, because it's expensive. That's the downside, I guess. Getting anywhere from America is expensive. We're very lucky in Europe that we can travel between multiple countries. at very low cost. But if you're in America, you're kind of stuck between two massive oceans, and it's a big expense for you to get out of that, really.
Yeah.
So it's challenging, but I mean, we traveled, we flew to Los Angeles some years ago, and we hired a car and drove for 3 days up to San Francisco through Big Sur and up the Highway 101? Did I make that up? Highway 101, the road. I don't know, but it was beautiful.
Sounds made up.
Yeah, it probably was.
So a couple of video links just came in. By the way, if you just joined us, Kenstructivecriticism@gmail.com. If you want to share a video and have us poke holes in it. No. If you want us to ridicule your videos, send it in. That's not what we're doing. We're giving you constructive criticism. And I just got one from Daniel Haddad. Only had my Mavic Mini for 2 months. Let's see. I'll do the first one here. Copy in there. We still having a good time over there in the chat? Everybody, we good? We good? Everybody?
How many do we have actively watching, Ken?
Looks like 116.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah. For this train wreck of a stream, sure.
Ooh, I've got an interesting one.
All right. We'll check it out right after
after this one. All right.
Slaughter Creek Trail and Preserve.
Ooh,
from Daniel.
Slaughter Creek. Blimey, this sounds like something off the film The Hills Have Eyes. And
yes.
Do you see our YouTube bot there? The first comment there, loved it. Oh, that YouTube bot. We need to all do all that we can to stop this bot
what is
plaguing YouTube.
What, this? Loved it?
Yeah.
What is that? Is that not a person?
No, this has been about, I would say now, 4 or 5 months. There was a bot on YouTube commenting. It portrayed itself as a mixtape bot for a while, then it became something else, and now it's using Fortnite usernames. It comments on videos as soon as the video is uploaded. Literally, you can watch the biggest channels and the smallest channels, and it's all to gain. You see the videos there. Those uploads are not real uploads. It's a playlist that bots created called uploads, which makes you think that they're real videos. So if you see these comments on videos, guys, click the little 3 dots when you roll over the comment and use the report, and report it as unsolicited spam. I think it's called unwanted commercial content or spam. This is 4 months now that this bot has been going and changing its name, and it's you've been doing nothing about it.
So wait a minute. So did I just get rid of a comment on another person's channel, or
no,
I'm just not seeing it? I don't see it.
Okay. If you refresh, it will be back. But at least it makes YouTube aware. But they know that this is going on, and it's so frustrating.
So somebody is using some kind of loophole to.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Yeah, I don't know why.
All right, well, let's check out this video.
Just say, Hunter in the comments says, why don't Brits pronounce their T's and R's? I would, if you're talking about me, I would say it's probably because of the beer. I'm sorry. T's and R's.
I like the way you call 0 Z. That's the one I like.
0?
0.
What?
0.
0? What's 0?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
0.
0. You've never heard that?
I'd say 0. Yeah.
Oh, you do say 0.
Yeah. What do you say?
Well, what's Z? Who says Z?
Z? That's for.
Is that
No, you're
Australians?
talking about the alphabet. A, B, C, D, C.
Oh.
W, X,
so
Y,
Z is
Z.
Z.
You guys say
I
Z.
gotcha.
We say Z.
I don't know, man. What do I know? We're just talking over this dude's 2-minute-long video.
All right.
Let's back it up. All right. Slaughter Creek.
1 minute 47. That's a good video length.
We hopped off there for a minute. Yeah. Okay. Nemesis says Z is Canadians. Ah. Okay. You know what else Canadians do? They call
a boot. I love that.
No, they call a garage. Oh, what is it? A garage. That's it. A garage.
Really?
Yeah. I parked my car in the garage.
I love the way Canadians say a boot instead of about, because that's how the Scottish say a boot. What a boot that.
Oh, that's true.
But the Canadians say what a boot that.
Well, hey, look, we're not picking on Canadians, and to them, I just like to take
Canada.
this time to say that we're real sorry. All right, let's get back to. So we're not
Anyway.
seeing a lot of sky in this. That's one thing
This
that
is
I'm
very
noticing.
pretty though, very green and very rural and countryside. Very nice.
It is nice. Like,
As Nemesis says, and back to the footage.
yeah.
Sorry, Nemesis.
So it seems like they're staying at the same height through this thing. They found a height that they're comfortable with. I would say, hey, the closer you are to something, the more detail you're going to get.
And the more chance you are to crash into it, Ken.
What? Oh. All right. Thank you, Daniel Haddad. All right. What do we have next? You had one?
Okay, yeah. So we have this is from Gideon Zafiu.
No.
Link is in the chat. No description, but the video title I think is COVID-19 Fighter Jet.
Oh.
I can't help but feel excited by this one.
Yeah.
Not very drony, probably.
Anything that's a juxtaposition like that, Like,
Yeah.
koala bear stripper. Who wouldn't click on that? Who wouldn't click?
Ken, I told you not to talk about our koala bear strippers.
I've been to it. Do you know that really disgusting things that koala bears do for their young?
Oh.
Right?
Hang on, what time is it? Are we after the watershed? Do you have a watershed in America?
Something like that. But if it's nature, we can talk about it.
Go on, what do they do?
Well, koala bears, adult koala bears have an enzyme that they can eat these poisonous eucalyptus leaves.
Right.
They're how do I know?
Is this show becoming educational? What?
Because I watch too much television. But they're young, they're baby koalas. They don't have that. So if they eat,
Oh no!
how
they
do
die.
you how do you think baby koala bears eat eucalyptus leaves? Well, the mother eats the leaves,
Ah,
and then
okay.
the baby bear eats the leaves after they're processed.
Anyway, onto the video.
Straight from the tap.
At
Anyway,
least it saves a bit of digestion, doesn't it? I
yeah,
guess?
yeah. Hey, honey, hold on. Let me heat up dinner for you. Oh, man, yuck. Okay.
I'm glad we grow out of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Let me just say, okay. Yeah, we lost a bunch of people there. There's only 20 people
Oh
watching now.
no.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. COVID-19
fighter
fighter jet. All right. So this is from Test Fly RC. Here we go. Let's check it out.
I don't know if this is
Welcome to Test Fly RC. In this video, I'm
Oh, yeah, I know this kid. He's been on the TNL.
fighter jet.
No way.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
I'm going to fly the Flight Test Delta.
Oh, I love
This
flying.
jet
things
has
like
a
this.
zinc-plated piece of metal on the front, and zinc is toxic to the coronavirus. So, let's see how this thing flies.
All right.
Fact.
The excitement from him. I mean,
Oh, it reminds me of me as a 12-year-old flying my first RC stuff. This, yeah.
how
Oh,
fun.
Really? Oh, nearly.
So this is what fixed wing people call a foamy. He built this himself. I know he did because I talked to him when he was in mid-build on this.
Oh.
So here we go. Let's fly this thing. Yes.
Yay! Oh, what a great feeling that is when it goes up.
Yeah. I don't know about if the music's copyrighted or not. Maybe from the YouTube library.
Looks like
but-
it's a bit tail heavy. Oh.
So, that COVID-19 fighter jet that I made didn't fly very well. It flew for a little bit there when my brother flew it, but it didn't fly very good. So, my brother has this airplane. It's the FT Delta, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the FT Delta airplane. And I taped the COVID-19 decals to this airplane. So, let's see how this airplane flies.
Oh, good.
I think this one will go better.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that right away. See,
lovely. Good work.
he's holding our attention, isn't he? Because
It's not easy to fly stuff like that.
he does, and there's a tactic in the YouTube world that I've used in radio forever, and it's called a tease, and that's
Yeah.
what you do in the beginning. He's like, this is what I'm going to do in the video, and let's see if this happens. People,
You throw it and then you cut. And
Yeah.
then wait for the rest of the video.
that's right. People
Yeah.
in the YouTube world, viewers hate an unresolved question. So if you start your video out with, "I wonder if it'll fly," I mean, you're gonna watch. You got to see. You got to see if it's gonna fly or not. So he's doing a good job here.
He's doing really, really good. I tell you, this is a forgotten skill to be able to fly line of sight, fixed wing aircraft, because this is how I started. And you tend to find that nowadays people think of RC as buying a DJI drone that just hovers on the spot via GPS and optical flow, you know, with no input. This is RC. This is real RC. And that guy, you know, good for him, because it takes a long time to learn to fly a wing like that.
I've never done it. Let's see how he wraps up the
Really?
video. Yeah, I've never flown fixed wing.
Oh, it's great fun. I mean, I tell you, the big difference is, unlike a DJI drone where you think you're about to crash and you can let go of the controls, there's no break, there's no pause with a fixed wing like that. It's non-stop, and it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it with Dana Williams. He's into it. He's gonna let me fly one of his big foamies.
Oh.
All right, just a few more. How long has this been going on? How long has this stream been going on now?
I'm desperate for a Wii as well.
Are you? That's kind of how long. That's why Thursday Night Live is the length it is, because the show's over when I have to pee. So let's see. All right, I'll do one more and then you do one more. Okay?
Go on then.
All right. So
Are we talking about Wiiing or videos?
yeah. Let's see. Oren. Let's do Oren. Yes. Okay. When will it show my vid? I submitted. Thank you. This is from Oren. Okay. So I have you. It's in the subject line. It says, "Ken, you are the best." Now I did ask you to put your username in there in the subject line, but a compliment will work as well.
Compliment did work.
It did.
There we go.
Okay. There's no description. The thumbnail's a little weird, and it looks like it's in a language I do not understand. So I'm going to copy this.
Oh, I found a lovely one for the next one.
All right, good. So this one looks like it might be from Israel, maybe.
Oh, blimey.
What language is that? Do you recognize it down here?
Looks like, I don't know, perhaps Ukrainian? Russian?
Huh. Well, let's find out. 940 views.
Interesting thumbnail.
Yeah, very interesting. Let's see.
I have a bad feeling about this one.
Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't have any bad language in another language and I don't catch it. You know what I mean?
Orenong. Where's that Orenong?
Maybe an Asian country? Philippines, perhaps? It's only a minute and a half long.
No result for Orenong. That's
Trolling a truck driver. Oh, goodness.
Isolated chemical factory. Okay.
So your restaurant's filling up, huh?
Yeah, sorry about this.
That's all right. So I don't know what's going on here. Let's fast forward a little bit. We're following this dude. We're following this dude. We're flying. I guess he's a truck driver and we're trolling him. I don't get it.
In the chat saying that this is Israel. Yeah.
It is Israel. Okay. Huh. Okay. Subscribe now for more stuff that is
random.
That was a bit on the random side, but thank you so much for sending it in. Appreciate it.
I think it comes back to the whole telling a story, doesn't it? And the story wasn't very clear.
No, and certainly for different cultures, maybe that made sense in Israel more than it would to an American or a Brit. But as far as the video goes, maybe it was a prank somehow.
Yeah.
I can't really speak to it that much, but again, thanks for sending it in.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Okay, so this one is from a channel called Paul Dovey. I'll put it in the chat.
All right.
Lightning Point Restoration is a project to reclaim the marsh area that's been lost to storms and erosion. Sounds very interesting. The footage was shot just a week ago, in fact, and it looks very pretty, so it'll be nice to see this one.
All right, I don't have a... Oh, the link that you already put in there.
Sorry, do you want me to put it in again?
No, I got it. I just had to... What?
Oh no, they're turning the lights off in here. I might have to go soon.
Oh, really? What time is it where you are?
10 o'clock at night.
Oh dear, yeah, it's probably time for you to get out. All right, this is the last video. How long have you been, as they say in UK, sat at that table?
Probably about 2, maybe 3 hours now. No, 3 hours actually.
Sounds weird when I say, I was sat at the table, doesn't it?
Sat at the table. Sat at the table. Yeah,
That's what you say. You don't say, I'm sitting at the table.
Sitting at the table. I've been sat at the table. Yeah, that's a good point. I've never thought about that.
All right.
Anyway, I don't know where Lightning Point is. There's no country there, but I'm assuming it's...
All right.
And there's that just rewind, go back to the comments, look at the first comment, or look at the only comment.
Oh.
Guess who it's from?
Oh, yeah. Loved it.
Bloody troll account.
Let's see.
Again, it's
Thank
a bot
you for your
account.
comment.
And the problem is most people think it's a legitimate account and they're so happy to have the comment. But please, guys, if you see those comments, report them, because that's the only way we'll get YouTube to get rid of them.
Wow.
It's,
that is, you know what? I'm gonna comment just so he doesn't feel bad about not having. You know what I mean? What should I say? What should I say? Is he watching? What should I say?
I don't know.
Haven't seen it yet, but predicting it's awesome. And I spelled predicting wrong. Okay, there we go. I'm going to comment. All right, wonderful. And play. I'm hoping the music's okay.
Yeah.
Did
nice
a good
text. Look at that.
Did a good job of including, albeit a little bit, of the horizon.
Yeah.
So that OCD people don't lose their ever-loving minds.
And always look at your horizon tilt. 1 degree to the right would fix that OCD issue that people have.
And that's another good thing about shooting in 4K. If you have a horizon issue, you can crop it out and fix it.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you shoot in 1080p though, you can still zoom in 10% just to fix that wonky horizon.
Looks like one continuous shot.
Is it
here.
one solid shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful
area though.
As a viewer, I would want you to fly over to that big ship in the background. That's what I'm craving. Oh, maybe he's gonna do it. No. See, it looked like we're on our way, doesn't it? Here we go. We're gonna check out that ship. And then
can we get that?
Ah, that's what people are thinking in their minds when you don't give them what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Get to the ship. Get to the ship. Look at that thing. It just shows how deep that water must be for a ship of that size to dock there.
We never do go over to the ship. We never do. And I would say, doggone it, we're ship out of luck. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah. And on that note, I guess that's it. Thanks everybody for participating. Thanks for your patience if you were watching the first 2 attempts. Well then, you're awesome and I love you.
We do.
I guess I'll leave this stream up.
I've got to pay. That's what time it is over here.
Oh, how much in beer have you bought? How much?
Ramona, would you like to say hello to the viewers?
Hi. How are you?
Where's your friend?
Can she hear me?
Oh, you can't see. Can go split screen. There he is.
Hi. Howdy. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
These are all the chats.
Oh, she's pointing at the letters up there.
Maybe we have Ramona on constructive
I should
criticism
be
next
here,
time.
huh?
Okay. How many languages do you?
Nästa gång, va?
How many languages do you speak, Ramona?
How many languages do you speak?
Only Swedish.
That's funny.
Swedish.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna learn how to say only and then their language in whatever country I'm in.
He's gonna learn some Swedish. He said he's gonna learn some Swedish.
Tell him next time I'm only gonna speak Swedish with him.
There you go.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Say have a lovely evening, Ken, in Swedish.
Where? Here?
In this little bit here.
Yeah,
Just speak into that.
Ha en jättetrevlig kväll. What's his name?
Ken.
Ken. See you next time in Swedish.
Thank you very much.
There you go. You have to play that out in your next video, Ken.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Until next time, bye.
And bye.
There you go. I thought you forgot.
Sorry.
All right, man. See you, everybody.
Hej då.
All right.
Cheers.